Ladies and gents, there's cows in the field I want to do today. See them right in there. I'm not sure whether to jump in there. I don't know if they follow me or not, so just debated at the moment. Just jumped in the field just to test the water, but here they come. So I think I'm going to jump out again. I ain't got my detector with me yet either. Just thought I'd see what they'd do, but they're starting to browse over. So it's a bit disappointing. Really want to get on this bit of land again, but oh, never mind. I knew they were in the vicinity of this field, but they're coming over, so I'm off. Run! What are you in my field for, huh? This is what I didn't want. See, I can't detect when your feet are all on the ground near where I want to go. Got a fence in here, so they can't get to me, but they're just inquisitive animals, unfortunately, so they get really close to you, so you can't detect. Look at this one. Hello. Oh, I'm going to move on. Got a few other ideas, so see you on the field. Just pulled on this field, ladies and gents. Lovely, massive, great big field, man. But it's a bit too hard to dig. So I'm going to leave this for another day and use this shot as my thumbnail. There's a few other fields. I just had a drive round, so there will be an option, but a bit softer than this. Let's carry on. Alright then, since I've settled on a bit of land I've done loads of times before, and just got a really decent signal here. Now this is heavy iron, and there's a lot of finds to be had amongst this iron. I've had hammered, I've had milled silver, I've had medieval, but the stabilizer setting is obviously now on this machine, so this is the first time I've been on here with the new update on the Manticore. So got a cracking signal here. It seems to be quite close to the top, so I'm not holding my breath, but it's pretty decent. I don't know how I've missed it before, to be honest. Just right on the line there. So let's pinpoint that and see how we get on. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be great. Apologies for the wind. It's quite terrible today. Alright, I'm just going to see if I can get that with the pinpointer straight off the bat. Which I can do, which is probably going to be a recent drop. Modern stuff. Sounds a bit hard today. Oh. There it is. Yeah, so that is a 20p piece. Modern, but I missed it before. It's not been there recent. It's sort of a couple of 3 years old. I've been down there, so I've missed that with the old machines in the past, so there's stuff to be had on it. Carry on. Ladies and gents, again, sorry about the wind. If you've got any recommendations for an iPhone wind muffler to plug into this iPhone, please put it in the comments, because I keep meaning to get one. I've got a signal here. It's quite a deeper tone, quite a tight signal. I've got it all the way around 360 degrees. There you go, it's just above the line. Can't even guess what that's going to be. Alright, the ground's really hard, so I'm going to have to dig this. I might have to come back to you. Let's get you in shot. Right, it's just about there. Yeah, I'm only going about 2 inches with one boot, so it's not going to be good, I don't think. I'll come back to you on it because it's going to be juggling all the way around on my chest mount. Ladies and gents, it took me 10 minutes, I reckon, to get this out of the hard ground. But it was worth it because look, looks like a full crotal bell there, small one, decorated though. Hopefully it's not broken. Let's get out of the hole. Oh, it's broken. Oh, it's a shame. Right, let's have a look at this. Yeah, it's broken, look. Unfortunately. But I'm just going to keep the mud down there in case the bell's in there, but it won't be, I don't think. Oh, I won't get all the mud out of it, but oh, that's a shame. But that is nice, isn't it? Manticore done the business on that. Really did. So, first find of the day. Awesome, let's keep going. Just cleaned it up a bit, ladies and gents. It looks different to the ones I've had before. It's like quite, well, it looks like it's almost brand new. I mean, it's very much lighter than the ones I normally find. They're normally like a darker sort of bronze colour. This is sort of like more silvery, maybe pewter type colour. I don't know, what do you think? Never had one made of that metal before. Unless it's just escaped any oxidisation or whatever, but yeah, that's quite tidy. I wish I would have been a full one, but can't have it all. Let's crack on. Right, so it was indeed a nail, but let's do a little experiment. So the nail's just at the end of my boot. It's like a nail head, an old one. So that's given me a good, I'm on the stabiliser setting at the moment. Right, so we're on 6 stabiliser, so I'm going to just up the stabiliser. I won't show you, but I'm going to just up the stabiliser to maximum. See if it does anything different, which it doesn't. So that nail, I think it's probably a bronze nail. There's nothing else underneath it, look. And that is what we're talking about, just that. So there must be high bronze content in there, I would have thought, because there's no way knocking the stabiliser up to 12. That if that was iron, that wouldn't completely be filtered out. So just something to show you, really. I'm gonna knock it back down to 6 again and carry on. Ladies and gents, got 15 here. Low tone. Could it be my first cut quarter? Not giving me a 2D screen. Not really giving me a 2D screen as such, but it's all an experiment. So I'm going to dig it and come back to you. See you in a minute. Ladies and gents, there it is. Just a little shot bit of lead. Quite impressive, really. The Manticore picked that up. And that crotal bell was probably about 10 inches deep on rock solid ground. I'm only 19 sensitivity. I think it goes up to 30 or more on the old Manticore. So quite an impressive small target and depth performance on it. So there you go. See if we can get something better though. Carry on. Seems to be a muffled signal down here, ladies and gents. Unlike the nail signal though. It's a deeper signal. Just giving me that sort of reading. shadow. Weird signal. I'll come back to you on that one. Right, that weird concoction of tones was a nail and a shotgun shell. So, just for your reference, that was giving me a deep tone because of the iron, and then it was giving me wasn't even a medium tone really. It was sort of a medium to low tone because the shotgun was mixing in with the iron. Blowing a gale here. I'm not up on the Alps, I promise you. I'm in Suffolk, but it does annoy me when the wind's up like this. I try and put my back to it, but it's still sort of blowing through, but hopefully it's not ruining the video. Let's carry on. Alright, I've got a low tone here, ladies and gents. About 33. Trace on the lines, if you can see that in the light. I've got to have my back to the wind, so if the light's not good for the screen, I'm apologising. But right. Right, pinpointed, come back to you. Right, that was a little tip to a 303 bullet, as you can see. So, get in focus. Anyway, start at this end. Another good signal, ladies and gents. I'm landing on my feet in a minute. You can hear that, can't you? Right on the line, 45. See what the ground's like. I might dig it with you. Too bad there, so let's dig. If you can see it, let's dig it with you. As you can see, hold on. Hard because you have to adjust the camera to get the angles. Right there. Come on. Somewhere in it. There it is. Dropped it. Right, that feels like a button. Yeah, that is a little button. But again, no problem for that Manticore. Could have been a coin. So I am going to take the Manticore over the Horde site when it gets more sort of into autumn. So hopefully I'll find a few more skeets, but for now, let's carry on here. Just had this at about 12 inches, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't show you because there was very sort of faint signal of about 43. So I knew it was pretty deep. And it turned out to be just a flat button without the shank left. Pretty sure it's a button on. I thought it might be a coin to start with, but there is a little bit of a shank there which is broken off, I think. So thought I'd just show you that one. Let's carry on. less buttons, more gold and silver, hopefully. Just had this little tiny fragment of lead. I think it's probably off a shoe buckle, maybe 17th century. It's quite tiny. That was a 17, really low tone, and it was only like 1 inch beneath the surface. So I thought it was going to be junk, to be honest, so I didn't film it, but just an ancient bit of lead. Interesting little signal here. Kind of was 35, and it's right on the bottom ferrous bar, so it's just out of the ferrous, but it's showing up as a, well, what you'd call a flat iron sort of, well, you've got 2 signals there. You've got one in the ferrous at the top, and one on the non-ferrous right at the bottom. I think there's something down there amongst the iron, so I'm going to dig it and come back to you. And it was flat iron, so I was right on that one. Well, I thought it might have been something decent amongst iron actually, but it was so close to the flat iron section that see this iron running through there and iron running through there, so yeah, it's quite a bit of flat iron. I mean, it looked like a bit swordy shaped, doesn't it? But it's hollow in the middle, I think. Well, it might have just deteriorated over the years, but that's all it was. Just said this, ladies and gents, really deep tone, really faint, no number on the ID screen. No, there was a number 19, but there was no 2D, and it was just a little bit of lead. Signal here, ladies and gents. Deep tone, 20. Might only be foil, but another bit of lead, this time quite a thin bit of lead, ancient lead, because it's got a line down there that's been used for something, but that's what it was. Right, I've got a loud pitch 78 here, it's got a bit of coin. It's got to be. It's either going to be a Victorian Georgian or a modern coin. I think it's pretty close to the surface. Points to have been a modern coin, but let's see if I can get it with a pinpoint straight away for you. Yeah, I can. So that's going to be a pound coin, I reckon. Do you reckon? Right there. Let's just go around the edge, just in case it is a nice shilling that was brought up in the plough years ago, but I don't think it will be. I think it's going to be a modern coin. There it is. Right, not even a pound coin, it's a 1 pence. They don't half give a banging signal, these modern 1p's. Well, I say modern. It's not a Charles, it's a Elizabeth II. So, obviously she's dead now, so they're not old enough to get excited about, but they're still by a dead monarch, so 1 penny piece. Right, it's got 29 here. Very deep tone on the line. But now I'm going to dig that together. Let's have a look. It's about there. I'll try and dig it with you. softer than the other ground, but still not soft. Right, it's in the plug. Right down there, I don't want to dig out in case it's decent. Using one hand. Right there. Sorry about the camera work, but I'm using two hands now. Sorry about this. Just trying to get some mud loosened. So I'm right on top of it. I don't want to ding it, so. It's a shotgun though. All that. Oh, it's not as bad. 303. Right, I've got a plumb signal here, 37 on the line. To that. Like we always say, hopefully it's not a shotgun shell. I'm going to come back to you because the camera work isn't great when I'm trying to dig a hole. This bounces on my chest, you see, look, boom, 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 boom. So, yeah, I'll come back to you on this. Right, this was half decent actually. It's a clog clasp, and it's decorated on both sides. So, what we'll do is we'll get the spray out and give it a quick clean. It's a little posh one, it's Georgian, I reckon. It's got flowers on one side, on this side, definitely. And then on the other side, it's got flowers as well. Quite often these are decorated, but not on both sides, so. What do you think to that, ladies and gents? Well, I say a clog clasp, I mean, just thinking that might be a book clasp or something instead. Being that ornate, so probably is actually something like book clasp. A little ornate piece in this day. Yeah, very nice. Quite an unusual signal there, ladies and gents. It's kind of like a 46. Sounds quite deep. It's like a little squawker. It's on the line. But it is like a deep squawky signal. Could be good. I'm going to dig that and come back, obviously. Right, it's in the hole. Haven't seen it at all. Could be good, could be bad. Let's get a scoopful out. Should be in there somewhere. No. Is that it? Right, I think that's it. Yeah, it's a musket ball, look. Quite an old one as well. Make sure it's not a pinhead. Hairpin head. But no, I think that's a musket ball, so give me a squawky signal, I'm going to call it. Hit a little patch here, probably 1700s. Dating material, so going to work my way up and down this sort of little shadow bank. And just at a 25, it was sort of a deep tone on the line. So I thought I'd just dig the plug first. Pinpointed it there. Hopefully come in quite easily. Just get right behind it. It's in there. So yeah. I think that's it. Yeah. Right, it's a bit of flat something or other, metal. Don't think there's nothing on it actually. It's old, but you can't really tell what it used to be. But you know, I'm on the lookout for the hammered silver coins, and that could well have been a cut coin, so you got to dig them. At the risk of sounding silly, we have got another coin, I think. This is a banger. It's either a milled or a silver, or both. Right at the top end of the scale, 86. Just pinpointing that. Might be able to dig that together, but you'll have to excuse the old chest cam. It's bouncing, but the ground is not too bad. Ooh. Right, hopefully that'll be an older coin then, because it's still in the hole. In fact, I guarantee that's probably Georgian. Being that deep. Some soil out. It's exciting, the reveal. Right on top of it there. There it is. Right, looks like a 2 shilling piece to me, which wouldn't put it as old as a Georgian, but what do you think? Just there. Pick it up. What we got? It's a Victorian. Queen Victoria. So it's got a bit of detail, so what I'll do is I'll clean that up and come back to you. I don't want to sort of rub it too hard at the moment. Come back to you in a sec. Right then, gents, I'll give it a quick clean up. It's an 1863 Queen Victoria penny in not bad condition. I know you might think I'm having a laugh, but they don't come up great most of the time, so to have detail on this, as good as it is not bad. So nice little find, I'm pleased with that. Another signal, ladies and gents, a bit deeper this time, 27. Sort of just above the line, isn't it? 26. I like these fainter signals because they're deeper. Right, I'm going to come back to you because it's quite hard ground, so bear with me. Right, ladies and gents, I've dug enough soil out now. I think I've got it loose somewhere down here. So it's a 27, it's a faintish signal. Hang on. Silver, I think. Yes, that is a hammered coin, ladies and gents. I've had a Scottish hammered here, and now another hammered. I'm now going to reveal it with you. Let me just reposition the camera. Oh, right, zoom in. Reposition. Look, focus. It's not focusing, so we'll zoom out again. Right, anyway. See what it is. Got plenty of water. You see the pellets on that side, can't you? On this side. I don't want to rub it, but you can see the king's head there, look. So like I say, I had a Scottish hammered, Alexander III, right close here. So that might be the same sort of date, sort of 1200s, but I'm not guaranteeing it. Let me see if I can clean that up a bit better and come back on camera. It's an unusual coin, in my opinion. I'm gonna have to get this checked out. It's unusual on that side because look, it's got half of the king's hair on. It's got the hair on that side, on as you look at the left side, but I can't see no hair on the right side. Unless I'm looking at it wrong. Unusual. But by the time I put this video out, I would have found out, no doubt, so that's good. And we got the tone and everything on there, I think. Did we? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got the tone and everything on camera, so that's good. So I'll carry on in this area. Really pleased with that. Just hit this button, ladies and gents, medium tone, right on the line, so I didn't show it obviously on the 2D. When it's on the line, you don't really need to show it unless it's something exciting, but yeah, not too bad, it's a button. Alright, plug's open. Still sounds like a banging signal. Let's see if it's in this loose spoil anyway. That is. Where is it? There it is. Oh, it's a halfpenny. Elizabeth II halfpenny banging signal. Gave off a silver tone. Could have been a silver sixpence, but it's an Elizabeth II. So the date on that, let's have a look, let's see if I can find it. Bear with me. Bear with. Just trying to read it. Can't read the date. I think it's sort of 60s, 1960s again, I think. Or again, I say, so again, that's the first time I've had it today. So there you go. Let's crack on. Just had a banging 30 signal, ladies and gents, and look at what it is. Celtic ring money. What do you reckon? I'm only joking. I think it's just cheap brass, unfortunately, but obviously your eyes light up when you see some gold. Never mind, let's crack on. Right, it's in the plug, ladies and gents. Is that it? That's it. rusty bullet or something. What is it? What is that? Yeah, it's just a rusty 2-3 ringer bullet. It's probably dating from, I don't know, 1800s, I think. Made of lead normally, but that's obviously got a bit of iron content in it. Never mind. Got a soft little high tone target here. It's right on the line, 58, 57. If you can see that in the light. Quite deep. Show me 3 bars on the depth. So I'll come back to you once the plug is open. Right, as promised, the plug's open. I think I can see it. I think it's a button, a military button, just there. But I did find a bit of pop. Not sure what the age of that is. It came out of the same hole. Any ideas? Put it in the old pouch. Get the button out of the hole. It's just a general service military button. Probably off a, not sure, smaller than the jacket one, so it might be a cuff button, or it might be a lady's uniform maybe. There you go. Got a banging signal there. It's a coin, ladies and gents. I'm going to say it again. Not sure. Might be modern. Let me just try and get that out while you're on. No, it's too hard. Right, I'll come back to you. It's too hard on now. I think it might be modern because I don't think it's that deep. Right, so the plug's open. Still needs a bit of digging. Try and get that out. Right there. And sorry. Well, it isn't a coin, it's another button, but it's a bigger one. So it's probably off a jacket this time. There you go, it's 2 on the trot. Now I'm silly because I thought it was going to be a definite coin. But yeah, that's nice. I mean, I get quite a few military buttons, as you know, but it's always nice to find good ones. Well, I'm going to bring you this one, ladies and gents, to say squeaker. 55. Not a solid hit on the line, but it is on the line. So I'll dig that and see what it is. Might be a nail, but we'll see. Alright, plug's open. It's right, I haven't seen it, it's right out here somewhere. It's out. Earlier, this is a little lead pistol bullet, so not too bad, it's fine, but not all that desirable either. Let's crack on. Right, plug's open, still in the plug. Oh, sorry. It's down there in the hard stuff, so get the old knife. Should be much further in here actually. Hopefully. There There it is. Oh, it's a ring. Bear with me. It is a ring. Right, let's just you can see it goes all the way around. Nice tight signal as well. I mean, I don't know what it's made out of yet, but definitely a ring. I'm going to be very careful with this because it doesn't look like precious metal, obviously, but still a ring. Just push that out there very gently. There you go. Right, so that is probably poor man's ring, but as you see, you've got the bezel on there, mark on this. I mean, you know, if it was gold, then it'd be a pretty nice ring, and it still is, but it's obviously made out of copper alloy, I think. Very nice find though. I don't know where it dates to. I mean, have you got any ideas where it dates to? I'd say probably Georgian. But yeah, it's intact as well. Very happy with that. I'll have to restore it because need to put some preserver on it because it's started to fail. A bit like coin, really. It's like a coin type of material, isn't it? It's just starting to lose its detail. We're flaking away. So we'll be careful with that. But yeah, very happy with that. If you think you know the age of it, give us a shout. We'll carry on. It's actually got a rose on there, so could it be a Tudor ring? See that rose? Try and zoom you in. Hang on, let's try and zoom you in. See that rose? Does that give it away as Tudor? Both sides as well. Anyway, clues are there. Weird signal this, really high pitch, but not solid like that ring was just then. So on the line, but sort of sausage shape, 77, going up to 87, 88. I don't know what this could be. Could be rubbish, but hell of a pitch. Tone, so let's see what it is anyway. Just get some of this muck out. Right down there. I've had a tone like this before. Or, yeah, a tone. And a pitch. There it is. It's actually a coin. That's a token. Look at that, you can see the 3 lions on there. 3 lions and a crest and a crown. Let's take this glove off. Can't see on that, so I'm not going to rub it because it's delicate, but it's a nice way to finish the session because I don't think I'm going to dig many more holes unless I get some on the back way back to the car. So this token and the ring are probably about 5 metres away. So this is a nice little area to explore on another day. And the wind, hopefully it didn't ruin the video. Right, let me just clean this up and I'll come back to you with the distilled water once I've done it. Just gonna have to let it dry out and then the detail will come out on that. But that's the 3 lion side, and that is the other side. There is something on there. There is something on there, but it's hard to tell. So like I say, we're going to have to wait for it to dry out, give it a little brush, gentle brush, and see what we can get out of it. It's very delicate. Very nice though. Last signal, ladies and gents, very last, I mean at this time. J, Rands and Jekyll tent rivet or whatever it is for putting your cords through. They've been established since 1830. I just looked them up, and they specialise in tents and things like that. So not sure what that is. It might be military. I find a lot of military ones of these, but not often with the name on them. So you see Jekyll there, and I'll turn it around, you can see J, Rands. Quality, nice little hunt that. Got a nice hammered, silver hammered coin, a really nice crotal bell, even though it's in half. I'm yet to know what the material is. It looks really silver. I mean, it's not silver, but it's going to be some other material rather than bronze, what I normally find them in. I'm going to have to look that up. And then obviously a nice little pauper's ring. Date still to be looked up. The first thoughts on the hammered coin was that it's Edward the IV or Richard III, so sort of late 15th century. So yeah, 1470, 1480. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. That'd be much appreciated.